you don't have to take any note. Oh, thank you to Brother Dwayne and Robert for convening this important Zoom relating to the offerings of financial loans that our collective can potentially take advantage of. And I know that Dwayne, you said that Robert wanted to elucidate more on what the offerings entail, so that I can pitch it to the right party, to the right people and take advantage of this amazing offering. So, Dwayne, Robert, I'll leave the session over to you. Thank you.
Perfect. Outstanding. So yeah, so basically, sorry for the camera. I'm over here not trying to get ready at the same time. But so yeah, basically what me and my attorneys done, I made a lot of, I made quite a few millions just doing regular traditional loans, right? So one day I took the all my term sheets are done, all the hotel deals I closed, land deals, development deals that I've closed, made great commission on, and I looked at the common denominator. And the common denominator is that they're all charging the 20% down, 25, 30% down to do the loan. And it's it's 5, 6 months, like US Capital takes 6 months to fund a deal. So I realized what they're doing on the back end of how they're of the reason why it takes 6 months, of the reason why it takes the 5 months. Because I got my start as when I was 18 as a internship for under two Jewish underwriters for large development loans. So I understand the science on the back end of doing large development loans. And because of that, we took that intellectual property and we designed what we call the 9010. Okay.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing on the term sheet, what it will say is our security is insurance, right?
Yes.
And what we do is we put when the money goes to the attorney in escrow, we put crime insurance on the money. Number one. Then on the project itself, as us being a lender, we put another insurance wrap around the term sheet itself. And then from that point, what we do is we put up the money for the bond, okay, and we also put up our assets to create the policy, and then based off those two things between the bond and between the insurance is how we're allowed to be able to fund these type of deals. And basically my insurance company has been dealing with the bond company that I get my bond from, and they do bonds for banks and for major lenders. So what it does is even the bond is better. It's a better security even than my nickel wire, than the gold. You know what I mean? It's commercial paper. And so basically so now what we're doing is instead of having people needing to keep going, because most visionaries are continue going to have projects they want to do, multiple, right? So instead of
Yes.
continue to have to go to the bank, now we're teaching people how to go create their own fund, basically, with this strategy. So that's the same way, and that's how we're funding ourselves with the Lamborghini Hotel. And that's how we've got where we got to. And because we've been doing the same thing for ourselves, family, and friends. And it's been working out perfect for us.
Okay. So let me just summarize, Robert. So if a project owner, let's just say, $100 million project, it makes math a lot easier. So they put up the 10%. which is obviously 10 million. That 10 million will go into an escrow fund, an attorney fund, which you will wrap an insurance around it. Will that 10 million will be in a block escrow fund, untouched?
Yeah. So it would be
Okay.
yeah. So it would be in an escrow attorney. His name is April Thomas. He's out of
Okay.
Jacksonville. He's an oil and gas attorney.
Yes.
His background. He used to be an investment banker, Series 6, Series 7. So he's well familiar with these large type of transactions, right?
Okay.
And
So
so yeah, go ahead.
that 10 million will be in a block fund for the period of until the loan is repaid fully. Is that the case?
Correct.
Okay, so that 10 million will remain in the escrow block fund until the loan is fully, whether that's 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, whatever period. Now, from that 10 million injection, you will then take out a paper bond, which will provide the other. Now, this is where I'm getting confused. If the project needs $100 million, let's say for whatever the project is, from your issuance of your own insurance and the bond, will you then raise the entire $100 million for that project? Is that correct?
Yes, yes. Because I have like as of right now I have 28 term sheets. Okay.
Okay.
So now the bond, because I have insurable interest, right?
Yeah.
Now the bond, the company is doing the bond for me is giving me the bond at a bank rate because I'm a lender. And I show other valuable projects that I'm doing. And then I show the bond company the insurance wrap behind it, and I provide them with those policy numbers, right?
Okay.
And then
And which
yeah,
and
go ahead.
where will you be issuing those bonds for the release? Which banks? Are there one designated banks or there multiple
No,
banks?
no. So it's not one designated bank, and it's all like London, Europe, and Hong Kong, right?
Yes.
So it's nothing in America. Um,
Okay. But where will the
where
money be coming from? Will it be coming from a bank or a investment consortium?
so
Where
basically,
would the money be?
so so the money will become a collective because we have it's not just one project, right? Is what
Yes.
we do is this is we basically do the same thing the bank does, right? We collectively put all of our projects together and we go get money at one time. Okay, so it's
Okay, so
collectively.
your grassroots funding institute will be like the custodian of all these multiple projects that you'll get the fund and so the fund will come from you basically, your institute.
Correct, correct, and our funding company is named Kingdom Development. So
Of Kingdom
so
Development.
yeah, Kingdom Development is the lending side of our company, and that's the other
Okay.
company that we own. And with that particular company, right? And that's why it's named Kingdom Development, because we here to basically provide unsecured for God's kingdom, you know,
Yes.
and unsecured funding where we don't have to judge people off their financials, right? Oh, well,
Okay.
you want $15 million, but you only make 200,000 a year, and we
Yes.
don't have to get into all those particulars, and we could judge the deal basically off the project itself,
Okay. Of the
and we
merit
can
of the project itself.
right,
Okay.
and that's how
All right. So
and I
yes.
have
So
and I have a lot of professionals behind me with this. So it's my SEC attorney, it's my insurance attorney, it's my insurance person who did the rap, it's my CPA. It's my Series 7 license guy. So it's a bunch of sign offs, on what we're doing in order to do it, legally. Okay.
yes.
Um, and so
So
yeah, go ahead.
So you and your team will determine the viability of the project on a case by case, not on the on how much the person makes, but on the project that they're bringing forth, whether it is practical, sustainable, and obviously will do good for humanity and the planet. That's the main priority judgment. Will you
Correct.
also then, what is the period for the loan repayment? Is it on an interest? Is it on
10
equity?
year,
How
10-year loan, 6% interest.
what interest rate? Sorry,
6% interest.
6% over a 10-year uh, loan. Okay, 6% over 10-year loan. Okay, all right. Uh, okay, very now because you're lumping all these projects together, I guess there's no real minimum or maximum valuation to a project. So it could be a 1 million project or it could be a $10 billion project. Is that correct?
Correct. So we usually do at least a million or better. It's kind of where we at, you know.
Okay.
Yep. And basically
Now,
we
I've just been approached yesterday by Chief Dr. Chimi. He's a royal Nigerian. I forward the detail to Dwayne. He just met the Nigerian military. They have a large 140 hectare real estate in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is basically the Delta State where all the oil and gas production is done in Nigeria. Nigeria is the sixth largest oil and gas producer in the world. Like I said to you, pretty much. I'm going to have a Zoom with him on Tuesday to find out exactly the details on what that is, whether this is directly related to military, the government, or private estate. Obviously, if it's in Port Harcourt, it's probably related to oil and gas entity. So, are you receptive to projects that are outside the US? So, will you fund a Nigerian project?
yes, this fund is created to help the international
All right.
people because I feel like the international people need more banking than anybody.
Amen. Amen.
And as a matter of fact, like when I like in Bahamas, it's only Canadian banks there. Okay. So
Okay.
they need banking all through the Caribbean, all through this, and this gives people the chance to opportunity because see, we understand central banking, right? So
Yes.
I got my company, my lending company. We're located in all the central banking places, right? Which is Hong
Yes.
Kong. We got a corporation in Hong Kong. We're in
Okay.
we're in London. We're in Frankfurt, Germany. We're in New York. We're in Switzerland. That's where central banking and the world banks. That's where all of it connects for the whole world. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So within those places is how we able. So basically, I figured out it's like this. It's a science to everything. Because
Yes.
you're in science, right?
Yes.
So it's a science to everything, right? So what I did, Ben just been a regular loan guy doing regular traditional loans for 20
Yes.
years. I figured out the science behind. So I'll
Yes.
study, okay, what is the bank doing? What is the hedge fund doing?
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
the science that I figure out is that they're all using a security and they're
Yes.
all trading a form of security.
Yes.
Okay. All of them put together, the whole world. Right?
Yes.
So then I study either a person has a bond, standby letter of credit, they have a
Yes.
commodity where they're paying the soft costs to make it bankable. So no
Yes.
matter who the person is, what dress they have on, what suit they have on, right?
Yes.
And no matter how pretty they want to make it, it goes back to the same way. But here's the only difference in what we're doing for God's kingdom, right?
Yes.
The only difference what we're doing, most people are not going to let you give you the knowledge or the understanding to create your own fund, unsecured money. So we're
Yes.
helping people create their own fund. And that's why we wanted to, and that's why I like what you have got going on, because it's not like I want to pronounce this to the whole world, right? You
Yes.
know, I want to create a niche group of leaders, right?
Yeah.
Of collective, smart, educated people, and I want
Yes.
to do this for those people, right? So we might have a niche group of 100 people, 200 people that we may just do this. So it's not about how many clients can we get. We're not looking for a lot of our clients, right? We're looking
No.
for educated people that understand how we can create a fund to help the world and help the kingdom of God,
And I
and
appreciate
that, yeah,
that
that's what it's
the
about.
fact that you entrust. I appreciate that, Brother Dwayne, and yourself, Robert. Obviously, I'm blessed to have been introduced to you. I met you in Times Square as well, you and your beautiful wife, and I know exactly the things that you are doing. That's what I said to you. Obviously, is absolutely amazing, and your success record is outstanding. So, your previous success, the fact that you're God-fearing guy who's doing this for humanity in the world, like I said, is an absolute perfect fit. I have two more questions to ask, and then I'm going to be excitedly telling certain entities to move on. So, the first question to ask is, if the project owner deposit the 10% into this escrow, how long will it take before they receive the full funding for their project? Do they have to wait weeks, months?
90 days.
90 days. Okay. So in 90 days,
Yeah.
will they get all the 100% of the project requirement?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Or
All right.
less. It can happen in less. Like the one that we're doing this week,
Yes.
we're actually funding this deal in 59 days.
Okay.
So
All
so
right.
it can happen less. Yep. But
Okay.
max,
Uh,
but max 90.
okay. Uh, so that's beautiful. So the second question is, I assume obviously there'll be a contractual agreement between the project owners and yourself. Obviously, the block fund that they will deposit the 10% into the escrow fund. So if the money, the project is not released within that 90 days, I assume the contract will stipulate that that 10% of the block fund will be released back to the project owners. Is that correct?
Correct.
All
Correct.
right.
So yeah, so
Okay.
so what we do is we do a contract. Okay.
Okay. And that
And
contract will be with
yeah, yep,
Kingdom Trust, your company.
yep, yep. So we
Okay.
do a contract, and we also, and of course, the term sheet is a legal binding, agreement as well. Um,
Okay.
and yep, and then basically, my escrow attorney is Avro Thompson. He's out of Jacksonville,
Okay.
brother. He
Yes.
he's a good Christian guy, attorney. Definitely sees the vision of what we're doing and seeing the success, and it's just a beautiful situation because it takes, you got to get the right attorneys to understand, you got to get the right CPAs to understand, and it took some time to get the right people and legal team together to get this whole concept and to help.
All
But
right.
now we've successfully in 2025 we successfully did 17 deals.
Beautiful.
Right.
Uh, so now that
Including all the money we raised for the Lamborghini and where we at us also came from the
beautiful,
same concept.
beautiful. Now, with your permission, normally, obviously, I'll ask for permission. Is I will share this recording, which contains all this valuable information, what we said, etc. To I would obviously not going to post it publicly, but I will CC it to the appropriate project owners that I think will be excited to take advantage of this great opportunity of funding. So I assume I have your permission for that, Robert.
Yes, sir. Yes, please do.
Okay, excellent. Now, assuming, and I'm quite certain there's going to be quite a few that will be very, very interesting. Should they contact directly to you, Robert? Obviously, we will always CC Brother Dwayne, of course. As you know, I'm very transparent. I never go behind anyone's back. Dwayne knows the way I
Yep.
operate.
Yep.
I
Yep.
always see everyone. So, but I see, is that what I do? Obviously, I'll tell them to, I'll probably, if they're interested, I'll probably set up a private Zoom so they can chat directly with you, Robert. And of course,
Yes.
we'll make sure Dwayne is in the loop as well. But if that's okay with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. And then, if that's the case,
And
let
then
me.
we all know. And then once the first one is done, then it's there. And then one thing about it is I'm a major I'm a major insurance guy. This is how this came
Yes.
about, right? And I believe
Okay.
and I believe in insurance wraps, and I believe in securing deals and securing the money, right?
All
So
right.
the reason why we're able in a position to give everything back 100% is because
Yes.
it's the security is there, okay, around it.
Okay.
And that's how we go to sleep at night, and we know everything is cool and safe. But we're not even the what we had to go through, and that's the reason why we putting the bond in place, and we're not using commodities, because with commodities it could be a lot of up and down, okay?
Yes.
And that's why the bond is where it's considered the commercial paper, right?
Yes.
And especially if you do the bond right. So
Yes.
that to me is one of the number forms of security, and so that's how we're able to do what we do, and do it at a successful rate. And basically at the end of the day was two forms of insurance. So you got
Yes.
insurance, farm insurance on the money that the people put up, which we can also
Yes.
provide policy numbers for. And then
Yes.
we also do insurance wrap around the project itself, which my
Okay.
insurance for each person that does a 90/10, my insurance guy will provide them a presentation of
Yes.
how the insurance wrap will go and how it'll be beneficial for them.
Okay. All right. Actually, I have just one last question because obviously I always want to be transparent, open. So obviously, if I bring in the necessary parties in with the project owners, although you'll be basically getting repaid through your loan 6% over 10 years, I will probably negotiate my own compensation, either equity with the project owners, and I just want to be obviously upfront. Even though I run a charity, I'm doing this obviously for my own gains as well. It's like so. I just want to be upfront with you in
Yeah,
that,
yeah, and we
like I
don't
said to
mind. And we don't mind giving you something either. You know what I'm
you.
saying?
Okay.
On our
Yes,
side as well, because I mean,
I appreciate that.
this is about doing this is teaching people don't have to go through the struggles, all the struggles of
Yes,
trying to get traditional banking and trying to do
yes,
$1 million loans is definitely of a
exactly,
struggle. It's millions
exactly.
of people that doesn't have the amount of money to match their vision, right?
Yes,
And they might,
yes,
it's even millionaires, right? It's people that
yes,
got 10, 15, 20 million, but their dream is 200 million, right?
yes, yes.
So it's those people that we created this for. You know what I mean?
Okay,
It's those
understand.
people that wants to go to that next level, and that's why we
Yes,
figured out central banking, and that's why we're
yes,
located in all the central banking places. And so
yes,
basically, what happens is so the same thing the banks does when they have a big loan,
yes,
they tap into central banking, okay?
yes.
And that's the communication and the message they send and the Swift code they send. You know what I mean? So
No, I understand.
we understand the science of the Swift codes, okay, and
Yes,
how to communicate through the central banking in order to move like they were moving. So we had to basically, again, it's a science to everything, which you know that
yes.
you're a science guy again, right?
I appreciate.
And
Yes,
so
of course.
yeah, and definitely congrats to all your success in that. And
Yes,
basically, but the science of banking, one day I woke up, God woke me up in the middle of the night and said, "Yo, Rob, you could do the same thing the bank is doing,
yeah,
right?" And they and
yeah,
then and I asked God to give me the people around me that can helpfully make it legitimate. Bring me the proper attorneys, bring me the proper CPAs and
yes,
advisors around me that
yes,
can help it come into life to really help people, and
yes,
then having kids and having little babies. I got a 10-year-old baby and another baby on the way. I wanted to provide that legacy for them where they didn't have to go through the things that I had to go through.
yes,
To make the millions I had to learn the hard way. I had to lose some millions in order to understand some millions. right?
No, I
And
understand. And I tell you, that's why I have the so much trust in yourself. Like I said to you, we all have to make. If someone tells me they never make mistake, then I tell you, you never learn life, true life. So I appreciate your honesty in that. Yes, and that makes me even trust you even more. That you learn from your mistake. You know what not to do, and I'm so pleased that you're putting together this amazing financial platform that will aid other people to basically get the foot up as well and do great things. And as you know, within our collective, we have so many heroes and heroines that are trying to do great things that they just need that leg up, and that I believe in them. Like I said to you, and I believe that it is not just giving a leg up, but the things that I'm betting, I'm convinced will be extremely profitable as well. Like I said to you, we're about using money to make money. Money is not the sin of the world. Money is just a tool. We use the tool the right way, then we can build an empire. We can build a mansion. We can build a house. We can build, like I said, something that's long-term sustainable. And I'm just so blessed that Brother Dwayne's introduced and given me this opportunity to you, Robert, and the fact that you've experienced this, you've done it, you've achieved it. You've fallen down, you pick yourself up, you dust yourself down, and you say, okay, well, this is the way. And you found, more importantly, you found the secret. You found the key to the secret lock that will unlock this treasury for the rest of us. And
right,
that's truly
as a
amazing.
matter of fact, Dwayne connected me to the governor of Maryland. Okay, and I
Yes.
just donated some money to the campaign. Okay, for Senator
Wow. Yeah.
Nick Charles. And
Yes.
this is what I told the governor. I told the governor about my 90/10, and he used to be a former investment banker at Citibank and
Okay.
Deutsche Bank, right in New York. And he said, Rob, he said, you're 100% right. He said, you figured out the backside of banking. I
Yes.
said, now what I want to do is, I said, I want to donate a 90/10 to the state of Maryland. And I want to
Yes.
do a public-private partnership with the state of Maryland,
Well,
right?
I actually love that PPP because that's something that that's why I mentioned about Nigeria as well. We do a PPP with Nigeria as well and get involved, especially in like I said to you, energy, whether you like it or not, oil and gas still propels the world and probably will for the next 50, 100 years. So that's something that I want us to get involved with. But I'm going to speak with Chief Chimmy on Tuesday to find out how viable this proposition in Nigeria is as well. But anyway, you've answered all my questions with honesty, with clarity, and I appreciate that, Brother Robert. Thank you so much. I am very excited to put this on the table of certain entities that I believe will be extremely interested. And I said to you, when they want to move forward on this, I'll set up the necessary open channel to you, Robert. Of course, I'll make sure Dwayne's always CC'd on it, and we can, like I said, to move ahead with this incredible opportunity that you're delivering to us. So thank you very much, Brother Dwayne and Brother Robert. Take good care. Much love and peace to you. And
Thank you.
Christ our blessing. I'll be in
All
touch
right,
with
thank
you
you. Bless.
guys again soon. All right. Take care. God
All
bless
right,
you
take
both.
care. God bless.
Bye bye. Bye.